Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 15th. Looking a little cloudy out there right now, but we're going to get a check of the forecast with our first alert meteorologist in just a couple of minutes. But want to welcome you in. Good morning to you. I'm Lana Harris. This is the First Alert Desk. We just want to keep you all caught up and posted on all the top stories that are happening in Metro Atlanta today. So we're going to start off with a protest. So GSU students, Georgia State University students, are planning a protest and a walkout today. And this is something that we've actually seen in our community a couple of times this week. So we'll start off with this video here. This is all in relation to student visas that have been revoked. So GSU students say that this is a rally and walkout to stand in solidarity with GSU and Emory University students and alumni whose visas have been revoked by the Trump administration. About 20 students face visa revocation, we're told, and the protests are set to start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is what it was like at Emory University as well. They also did a protest there yesterday for the same thing. Officials say 4 Emory community members had their student visas terminated by ICE. 3 of them are Emory alumni doing post-grad training, and 1 is a current student. So we talked to some students who say some of their classmates are now worried about ICE showing up to arrest them while they're trying to get an education, and others say they're concerned that this is happening to students who have not been charged with a crime. So it's not clear why these student visas were revoked, but Secretary of State Marco Rubio says that nobody is just entitled to a student visa here, and I'll let you hear more from him in his words.
If you come to this country as a student, we expect you to go to class and study and get a degree. If you come here to vandalize a library, take over a campus, and do all kinds of crazy things, we're going to get rid of these people, and we're going to continue to do it.
So I hope you could hear him. I could not hear him on my end, but those were the words of Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, and we will keep you posted. Again, that protest is for 1 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, also this morning, we were on several breaking stories, and one was just tragic, as there was an innocent bystander who was killed after a police chase ended in a car crash. So Atlanta News First's Don Shipman was out there pretty much throughout the entire morning, and he has details on what happened here.
This all started on I-20, but then ended right here in this neighborhood on this busy street. This is Moreland Ave, and right now you can actually still see some of the debris from that crash last night. And take a look, a viewer capturing this video moments after the crash. Here's what we know. Georgia State Patrol is telling us that a trooper saw a vehicle driving erratically on I-20 right around 8 o'clock last night. The trooper tried to pull them over, but the car sped off, eventually taking the exit onto Moreland Ave into Little 5 Points. And that's when troopers say that the suspect ran a red light and ended up crashing into an innocent passenger vehicle. The driver in that car was killed. This is actually the second deadly police chase in just a matter of days. Last week, police were chasing a robbery suspect through Buckhead when the driver hit another car, killing that innocent driver.
Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's praying time. You hear me? Everybody needs to pray because so much is happening. It's terrible.
That person right there reacting to that crash from last week. Now, back here right now, the suspect in this case is at Grady Memorial Hospital. We're told his injuries are serious. Georgia State Patrol still investigating. They have yet to release the name of the suspect or the name of the person killed in that crash. We're here in Little 5 Points. Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.
Just a tragic situation. So we'll keep you posted for any updates that we get on that story. But there is some good news today. You could get some money back in your pockets. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp is going to be signing 2 bills today. These were aimed at putting cash back in Georgia's pockets, and it's something that Georgia Governor Brian Kemp has said were top priorities for him this legislative session. So Sarah Hammond was on that. She's been on this all morning. She is the person to go to, and she knows all the details about this money that we could be getting.
Today, Governor Brian Kemp is going to sign those 2 bills that were part of his top legislative priorities. One that would lower the state's income tax, the other that would give Georgians a one-time tax rebate. Now, House Bill 111 accelerates the timeline of a previously approved tax cut, lowering the state's flat income tax rate from 5.39% to 5.19%, dropping it to just below 5% by 2027. Now, House Bill 112 will give a one-time tax rebate to Georgia taxpayers between $250 to $500, depending on if you're a single filer or a married couple. And those funds are coming out of the state's more than $16 billion surplus, but some critics say that money should go towards bolstering assistance programs.
The partnership and thoughtful coordination between the House, the Senate, and my office has benefited the people of our state and put Georgia on a path to continued prosperity and opportunity.
Governor Kemp is set to sign these two bills this morning at 11 o'clock at the Coca-Cola Roxy Theater as part of a larger presentation. At the state capitol, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.
We are going to have a really nice day today. Even though it's cloudy right now, the skies will gradually clear through the day. It will be breezy and cooler, though. All those clouds are thanks to a cold front that are currently moving through the state, and we're going to talk about everything you need to know. But I think most importantly, the best thing about this week ahead, we have no first alert weather days, guys. When's the last time we were able to say that? I'm not really sure, because it's been a while. So we're going to talk about everything you need to know forecast-wise for this week. Of course, we also have Easter weekend ahead of us. I know a lot of you probably planning your outfits, all the moms out there trying to get the kids situated for Easter church services and brunch and lunch and dinner whenever you celebrate Easter with the fam. So we'll get you ready for all of that. I'm First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. Thank you, as always, for spending some time with us this morning. Let's get you to First Alert satellite and radar to start. We do have a cold front moving through right now. You can see the trailing clouds behind it. Those will gradually clear through the day. So taking you hour by hour, around 1, 2 o'clock, you're picking up the kids from school later today. Sunshine is returning, the wind is picking up, and we'll hold on to sunny skies through the back half of the afternoon into the evening hours. High temperatures today will naturally be a little cooler with that front passing on through. North of the city, highs only in the low to mid 60s, 71 for high in Atlanta, low 70s south of the city as well. Here's a look at what I think is arguably the biggest factor in our forecast today. It'll be that wind. We had a pretty breezy stretch of days a couple weeks ago, but we haven't really had much blustery wind in the last week or so. So expect gusts to be between 25 to 30 throughout the afternoon. Isolated higher gusts up in the mountains. You'll definitely notice that. Both hands on the steering wheel as you're driving. If you're going down the interstate and one of those gusts gets you, it can shake up your car a little bit. So just make sure you're driving carefully today. And we'll continue to keep gusty wind even into the evening commute. We'll look at gusts 20 to 25 around 5 o'clock, and then the wind will gradually die down overnight. Skies will continue to stay clear, and temperatures will drop. We will wake up quite cold tomorrow morning, so I know the afternoons have been quite pleasant, but just make sure that you're prepared tomorrow morning. You'll need the thicker jacket. Upper 30s to low 40s in a lot of our suburbs. We'll wake up in the mid 40s in the city of Atlanta. And you'll want to keep at least a light jacket with you through Thursday or Friday morning. We'll wake up in the mid to upper 40s Thursday, upper 40s to low 50s on Friday, but then we'll gradually have lows go back near 60 and beyond into the upcoming weekend. Reason for that warming trend, not only for our overnight lows but our afternoon highs, is a very strong ridge of high pressure that's going to build in the upper levels of our atmosphere, and that is going to promote a nice warming trend for us. It's also going to keep us nice and dry. Underneath an area of high pressure, air sinks. When air sinks, it warms, so that is going to give us a really nice stretch of days, especially in the back half of the week if you like the warm weather like me. Low 70s today and tomorrow. We'll go back into the upper 70s Thursday, and then it's all about the 80s Friday and beyond, including, of course, for Easter Sunday with a high of 84 degrees. It will be pretty cloudy on Sunday. We'll be waiting for another weather system to move in on Monday, so that will help promote increased cloud cover, but really comfortable. Low 60s for Easter morning, so maybe a light jacket for any of the church services you're headed to. By midday, we're in the upper 70s, and then for the afternoon into the early evening, we're in the low 80s. Starting again, plan those outfits. Maybe just a nice t-shirt or a nice maxi dress, sleeveless. You don't have to wear long sleeves or a sweater this Easter. I'll take it. Really nice. Here's like your first 7-day forecast. Arguably one of the nicest weeks we've had in a while, guys. It's been a roller coaster for the start of spring. This week is pretty smooth sailing, other than just a couple of rogue, chilly mornings in there. So low 70s and breezy today. We'll wake up colder tomorrow morning, low 40s to mid 40s tomorrow morning. So make sure you're bundled up tomorrow morning. Low 70s tomorrow afternoon and nothing but sunshine. We'll hold on to sunny skies with gradually warming temperatures through the end of the week. Low 80s expected on Friday, mostly cloudy through the weekend with highs in the low to mid 80s. And then we'll look ahead to our next storm system on Monday. Not a first alert weather day. The rain chance we still need to work on. Some models are a little bit more, are bringing us a slightly higher coverage than others. So we'll hold on to a 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms right now. And that looks like it'll be the back half of the day, but we'll continue to work on that rain chance and also, of course, the timing as we get closer to the day. In the meantime, enjoy the gorgeous weather this week, guys. Get out and enjoy it. It's going to be really, really nice. A well-deserved nice week after some very stormy weeks we've had in weeks past. I feel like we haven't been able to go 1 week without talking about severe weather, so we will really enjoy this nice week ahead. All right, everyone, thank you so much for spending time with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. We always appreciate it. We'll catch you here next time. Make it a wonderful Tuesday.